Okay, we're just going to have a look at Marawan's butterfly stroke now. We see this push off towards the bottom of the pool, which is able to dress in all his strokes. Did remember there to streamline himself, and he's got his fly kicks. And let's see as he starts his stroke. And you'll see that he's bringing his elbows down from a position where he's very elbow centric. He's got his elbows low there. You can see his elbows have come in and his hands are together. If you go just forward a touch, you'll see he has two kicks. If we stop it here, one, two kicks and then pulls. And you can see he's pushing down very much. His elbows are coming in. There's two kicks and one pull. If we just go back from this position here to where he came in. Now, butterfly is very much a rhythm stroke, and you should be kicking your head in and then kicking your head out as you breathe. If two kicks happen in the wrong place, then all you can do is push your head out with your arms. And that's exactly what Marawan's doing. You can see his hands are together here. We prefer them to be separated in line with his shoulders, and we can change that. From that position, because he's had two kicks, he's got no kick to kick his head out. All he can do is push himself up. You can see here his hands separate and he starts to push down in order to get himself out of the water to breathe. And you can see this position that his body comes in completely down. So that's really facing the water. It's effectively come to a standstill just to take a breath. And then we come through to the next stroke again. Okay, so now we're in front of Marawan, and we'll see what happens as we look. This will illustrate his push down, I think, slightly better than the sideways view even, and it'll illustrate exactly how he's pushing himself out the water. So if we stop it there and just go forward a touch, you can see exactly how much he's raising himself in the water and where his legs are in relation to his head. Not only that, he's out the water, his shoulders are out the water, his chest is virtually out the water, so he's raising himself a lot out the water to get into that position. His elbows are coming together. You can see it's sort of a praying sort of pose in the front, which we don't necessarily want to see. And it's very much an up and down instead of a force going backwards, it's force going up and down. He's having to work very hard indeed to get through the water this way. And we'll just work on a view from above now. It'll show us something slightly different from previous views. Now obviously we've still got that pushing down, but it's interesting to see his arms as they work in unison. You can see them coming all the way around there. Kick, kick, arms pull. Kick, kick, arms pull. But we'll stop it there. And you can see exactly what's happening with his arms as they come forward. One has a reasonably good shape up to that point, as you can see there. It's a reasonably good shape with his left arm, but his right arm, his elbow is actually bent at that point, and he's pulling his arm forward. Now, in reality, both arms do eventually do the same thing. See, this is very bent, and the other arm is straight. Now he's become hand-centric. He's throwing his hand forward, which we don't want. We want the arm to be pulled forward with the shoulder muscles. We don't want any other muscles to come forward. And then that happens. We'll just run that forward so you can see it. So we go kick, kick, and then the push up. Kick, kick, and then the push up. So the things we've got to work on with Marawan, obviously, is his timing. If we get the timing right, we can get him potentially breathing in the right place and kicking his head out to breathe. If we do that, we'll also look at his arms and bringing them forward from the shoulder, not from the hand, and entering effectively in line with his shoulders so that his hands are ready to make a good pull. So he produces force backwards so he can move forward, as opposed to doing what he's doing, which is produce force downwards so that he can breathe.